My name's Ticktin. I'm the editor-in-chief and publisher of MacTech Magazine. We're here this week in San Francisco with TUAW, interviewing developers around the Worldwide Developer Conference 2012. And we're looking to find out not only what cool they have going on, but what did they like about the announcements and the keynote itself, and then what challenges or opportunities that presents them as a developer in the community. Sitting with me now is Arnaud Ticktin, who's the CEO of Flying Pig. And first of all, thank you for coming and spending the time
with us. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So a lot of people may not necessarily know what Flying Pig does. So why don't we start off with, let's talk about Flying Pig and what you do.
The name marks people's mind, but yeah, it's true, you don't really know what we do. We do business management software, specifically designed for SMBs and exclusively on the Mac.
Oh, okay, great.
And iOS, actually, we're working on this right now.
So you're... tell us a little bit about what would an SMB do with your product?
We are the closest thing you can think about when you're talking about our products is ERPs. I don't know if the name ringing a bell. It's basically you go from purchases to sales, including manufacturing, inventory management, contacts, accounting, statistics, the whole thing.
Right.
But we do it in a way that is specifically designed to fit SMB's needs. It's in how the program is created, how it is designed, how it is sold. We sell at a very cheap price.
Right.
And it's very easy for our customers to try it and adopt it very slowly at their rhythm.
So do you see, and of course the name of your product is not Flying Pig.
No, the product name is Edward. This is our main product.
So you have Edward and Flying Pig for an SMB ERP product.
Yeah.
These names don't all go together. I'm just
I know.
Okay, so with Edward. Do people use? Do you have one version that is generic enough that all SMBs can use it, or are you doing? How do you handle the different kinds of businesses that are out there?
This is very complicated. The business management software business is huge, and you have different kinds of products. We made the decision to have something that was generic enough to fit SMBs, that would be mostly in industry, manufacturing, selling, or having retail stores or this kind of stuff. So there's definitely areas we're not covering, and some companies are actually asking us for feature requests we're not covering. But this is a choice we had to make in order to provide.
In order to make it generic enough that you can
generic enough to be cheap, to be affordable, to be easy to access, easy to learn about, everything.
Now, if somebody is in a more vertical market, and the generic stuff does most of what they're looking for, what are their options at that point?
Well, at this point, when usually the situation appears, that happened to us in the past, we are nailing the competition with the price we're having because we're selling Edward for $800.
Okay.
And compare other systems are usually hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right.
So we're very, very cheap. It's true that some people will feel the lack of having the specific features for their business, but
for the vertical market, or
yeah,
type of
very specific vertical markets. But for SMBs, we're matching most of the the needs they will have.
Awesome, awesome. So some of the feature sets, how are they organized? Are they organized into groups or modules or anything along those lines? Or
Edward is a big engine. We have plugins within Edward, and we have other sub-engines in Edward that allow us to have other plugins inside of it. So it's all plugin. It's all plugin based. It works with plugins, but you have all of them at once. There is no licensing in which you have just part of it and everything. We ship everything. It's one single price. It's very easy. As for the other parts, you can have external plugins. We have schemes. We have for importing and exporting data, and we have reports for statistics. These are two examples of all the APIs we have for developers to add features to Edward dynamically.
So if you do have a developer who, or a consultant who wants to provide a custom solution built around the Edward engine, that's possible to do.
Absolutely.
Any idea how many companies are using it right now, or do you talk about that kind of thing?
We don't really talk about that right now. We are actively working on the US market. We are from France, and right now we really want to build a user base in the US, and it's a bit frustrating because we have interest all around the world.
Right.
Today we got an email from Slovakia, and people are interested in having it, and a couple of days ago there were people from Finland who were interested in using our product. So this is very, very exciting.
Very cool, very cool. So, of course, everybody's favorite announcement was the MacBook Pro with Retina display. So I'm going to take that one out of the kind of that I given. What was your favorite announcement that you saw this weekend from Apple?
It is a bit of a tricky question. We do mostly software, so software is definitely a plus for us.
Right.
We're not very present on the iOS platform, so I'd say...
You can say personally, what was your favorite one?
My personal one, I'd say the fact that now the operating systems are released every year.
Okay.
So basically, it will be the announcement that our Mountain Lion is going to be available next July, and that our iOS 6 is going to be available next autumn.
Yeah, right. And then from the Flying Pig point of view, what do you see as the opportunity or challenges from what Apple announced?
We have a lot of challenges in the technical side for us, and when the X server disappeared, it was a bit of a problem. So we have this infrastructure for the servers we want to offer. We are working in a cloud platform that is Mac-based, and the fact that the professional market is put on the side for so long is a bit of a challenge for us. We don't really know where we're going to go with this specific problem. There's options, but this is a bit of a challenge for us.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. What more do you want to tell us about Edward?
There's plenty. Everything is available online. It's edwardapp.com. People can check it out. It's there's a demo that we have with live servers in the US and in France.
Okay.
The product is very hard for people to get because it does so many things as big ERP used to do, and it's so cheap that people are kind of confused about it. So I'll invite everybody to just have a look, touch the program, have it run on the demo database, and if they have any question or feature request, anything, they can contact us.
Come back to you.
Yeah.
Great. Well, Arnaud, thank you for joining us and coming by.
having me.
And my name is Neil Ticktin, and I'm the editor-in-chief and publisher of MacTech Magazine. And these are the TUAW MacTech Magazine interviews at WWDC 2012. Thanks for watching.